Alright, this is the Speedsoft Taiwan semifinals and finals OPS gameplay breakdown. Like before, another version of these gameplays will be uploaded in a few days that doesn't have any of my commentary, pure gameplay. If you haven't watched the videos of the prelim from before, make sure you go do that, because from now on, things are just gonna heat up to boiling point. So let's go. Whew, that perfect dive by Emman. If you don't watch that flank, he's gonna get you. Hairy shooting body parts protruding. Again, keep in mind of your person in relation to the cover. Like I said, these covers are real tight. So these layouts and covers are designed so that you really have to confine yourself behind these covers. People often accidentally poke out like a heel or back and get shot, and this includes myself. Okay, so Emman gets taken out at the snake after taking out opposing players. It's a gamble, but whenever you slide or flank, you take that risk. And it's a big risk, but time right, it's an even bigger reward, and that's just what it is. And because it is not military simulation, you take the risk, get hit, all good. Get off the field, I'll see you in the next round. So that is the difference in playing in Milsim and playing Speedsoft. Here you see Harry, our aggressive mid, always creeping and alternating that angle of attack and continuously applying that pressure while increasing real estate.
Left triangle, left triangle! Center.
Sushi here, great communication as a back. This is often overlooked, but one of, if not the most important aspect.
Okay. Go, go, go. Harry, go, go, go.
At this point, Harry rushes up, very good timing by the way, and takes out that last remaining player. Remember, rushing is not just about speed and aggressiveness, but timing. When to see and realize that opportunity of attack. It's an art form, and this takes practice, something that I am still working on myself.
Yeah. Yes. Go run again. Go run again. Is it 3 matches? 3. Oh.
Emman goes for the X instead of the snake. He does some good pie cutting at the X, but ref ruled him out. Mori pushes but gets taken out as well. So at this point, Jason is the only one left on the field. So 1v1, Jason catches the head that poked out. Again, keep in mind of your body in relation to the cover. Stu is also running in GBB, and he was in the middle of a reload, and he dropped his mag, I believe, and he went to pick it up and gets taken out. Stu is also a big ass dude, very tall, so like it is a little bit tougher for him maneuvering behind these covers. So again, you know, the GBB reloads are just extra opportunities for things to go wrong when you're reloading. You can train as hard as you can and as close to perfection as you can, but nothing's 100%. So that's just an increased opportunity for mistakes. Emman slid himself to about the 30s on TWAT's turf. The angle of fire had folded in on TWAT, and that's what you want. When you have two teams off the break, just goes to the cover and stay at their 20. You have them shooting each other straight. From the flanks, you want the players, especially the fronts, to push and try to creep. This way, you'll increase your angle of fire and try to fold in on the opposing player. Once you fold in, they have less angles and more likely chance to get taken out. And to do that though, you have to increase your real estate on the field. At last, Harry pushes up, and this is actually why Harry, being ambidextrous, and Jason, a southpaw, punches way above their weight. So like many sports, being a southpaw has its advantages here as well, because most teams are used to countering another team in the traditional way where they tend to push right. But if you have another player or players that are southpaw that can hold their own on your left, even push on the left, that gives you extra arsenal to fight back.
Sorry, Ryan.
So at this point in the semifinals, everything was progressing as expected. OPS did quite well in the qualifiers, leading the score sheet. So there wasn't much to think about when we were towing the line with KSJV in the semifinals. You might be asking, where's Oreo? He actually had work, so after the prelims he was out. He had to leave for the afternoon, but he actually would be able to make it back in the finals, as you see later. Alright, round 1 against KSJV, you can see all backs and mids go in guns blazing while Emman dives for the flag. Unfortunately, he gets taken out and Harry soon follows.
EO! Did I get hit? Oh, I got hit.
So now at this point only Jason on the field, but he gets taken out too. Okay, so at this point we're thinking, alright, they did good. But round 2, we're gonna do our stuff, right?
You can relax, relax. top boy.
So Mori's trying to hold the right but gets taken out. Only Jason and Harry are left on the field, both in the left lane when KSJV rushed. Puppy trades with Jason and Harry took out Kevin. Harry assumed KSJV were out and went to get the flag and gets taken out by Vitas that was still staying in the back. Now this was a tactic that we noticed that day and talked about by KSJV, was that even when they rushed, they will always keep a player in the back right to hold just in case for situations like this. So very well played. They were thinking about how they were going to play this, you know, compared to us. OPS with 2 lax. We just went in, not giving it a second thought. That was not good. Alright, so going into round 3, at this point we were thinking, you know, like, no way, we gotta get this round. There's no way we can lose all 3 rounds, right? In my mind, I was thinking we have to get this.
Be ready, lads. Last round. Let's get those fucking points. Harry, where you going? Harry, where you going? Where you going? Harry, where are you going? Oh, no. Oh, man.
Here you can see me trying to confirm which cover Harry was going, but he couldn't hear me. And when he does, I couldn't hear his reply. And so I accidentally stacked up with him behind the same cover. Again, try to avoid that communication.
One thief! Cover. You couldn't make it to the right side? What happened?
And so we get steamrolled. And you can imagine at this point we were like, yo, what? Emman, as you saw, forfeited the X and the snake, and we ended up slugging it out with KSJV, and they had us right where they want us because we were just getting outgunned if we went toe-to-toe with them that way. So that's right, OPS got schooled by KSJV in the semifinals. At this point, you can see the boys from KSJV, they were just elated, and they should be. This was a huge win for them. It completely shattered OPS morale at this point. KSJV definitely deserved this because they worked hard and put in the effort and actually had a plan to deal with us, while OPS got complacent and just went into this situation not giving it a second thought, like I said. So yeah, good job. So still recovering from our shocked 0-3 against KSJV in the semi, there was a possibility OPS might get bumped off the top 2 slots with the scores, and that was the mentality when we went into this last semi matchup against FGMT. You see FGMT is actually running 3 pistols. I think they had a gun malfunction mid-tourney, so that's the reason for this team composition. If they were running this many pistols, I'd say take advantage of that and try to bump up covers and compete for that wide angle shot. Try to push up cover to cover. Because where they stood, they were trading shots against us, and that put them at the backhand of the engagement. Harry's shooting out of the X from a diagonal angle. This is due to all FGMT players never cross their 20s and stay back. And this forfeits their angle of attack when they don't compete for that real estate. Again, you just gotta fight for that land mass. Emman sees the opportunity, stay low, and rushed in. Mori sees and runs in to support, and that became the most beautiful flanking maneuver, man. Us all running AEGs, FGMT got 3 pistols, yet they didn't vie for that space. Just ended up being the perfect storm.
Okay, boys, good, good, good.
Sometimes through miscommunication between you and your squad mates, you guys might be running different guns than what you had imagined, or your mate might be going to another cover than you had assumed. All this could get magnified when that whistle blows. So communicate before, between, and after each game to make sure you and your squad mate are on the same wavelength. So as you can see off the break, no fronts in this team composition. Everybody just hunker down and trade blows with one another. Stitch from FGMT did go for the X, but Mori, Harry, and Emman was steadily pushing up the right flank and folding in on FGMT while Jason and Sushi locked down the middle in the left lane.
Far left, there's one on the left.
Sushi gets taken out, and Ghost knew they needed to make a play to have any hope of winning this round. So rushes forward, running fast, guns blazing. But unfortunately for him, there were more than one pair of eyes looking in that direction, and gets taken out.
job, boys. Good job.
Sorry.
So this wraps up the semifinals, and the point rankings were KSJV leading top with 635 points, OPS second with 575, TWAT 395, and FGMT 335. But this OPS chance for supremacy still remains, but it was at the cusp of complete annihilation by KSJV that we faced them once more in the finals. At this point, we were re-evaluating what had happened. One thing that was
Put on my sweat, put on my beam, put on the map, put on my team, take out every motherfucker in between. Know what I mean? Better myself, better my aim, better my rep, better my name. Killing rappers on my hang, I'm by their chains for the fame. Never thought